All right, back to our piece now. Here's our piece, and looking good. Old grubby wood chopper we've got here. Okay, now I went ahead and went out and cut me an axe, fit in this hand, just like that. I can shorten it or do whatever. We've carved axes before, so basically there's no problem. You just start by taking the handle off. In fact, we've carved this axe before. You just start taking the handle down. This is cut out of 3/4 inch basswood. Very simple project. We begin removing the oh, by the way, when you cut this out, you want your grain to be going this way, okay? I'm sorry, when you cut this out, you want your grain, you don't want your grain going this way, because it's going to be, you want your grain of your wood, when you pattern it out, to be going this way on the piece. Alright? For new carvers is what I'm trying to say. People that have not carved very long. Most carvers know about grain. That's the one thing about wood carving that you really have to understand, is if you pattern something against the grain too much, even if your knife is sharp, you can run into some problems. We've all had to learn that as carvers. This will not be a real fancy and then we take the blade of the axe and we begin with this area here first, bringing it down till we get it to the desired. You go from side to side. See how you carving from side to side till you get it down to where it looks like an axe. See what we're doing here? As I've told you, thank God for people in this world who have preserved the carvings of wonderful carvers and people who just carve for a living, or I mean didn't carve for a living but just did them, preserving their work. I know a lot of people probably think, well, big deal and whatever, but it is when you understand the amount of work and playfulness that goes into doing a carving. When I die, someone may get a hold of my carvings and just burn them, you know. You never know what's going to happen, but I try to look at carvings as something that history of what people did at a time when they had to work with their hands. They had no choice. They couldn't go buy stuff. They whittled toys for their children. They did those type of things, and we need to understand and respect that as a craft that they did. And the more we understand that, and the more we respect it, then the more we will enjoy the works of others. A carver that believes that their way is the only way is a carver that is very unhappy. If he can't enjoy looking at other people's pieces, whether they're crude, whether they're good, whether they're not good, I feel sorry for them. Then you don't really love the art, you just love what you do, okay? If you can't look at other people's carvings and say, even though they're crude, say, well, you know what, they've done a good job, even though it's not the best in the world or something like that, then basically you as a carver are doing it just for yourself and not for anyone else. I don't mean teaching. I don't mean helping people. I don't mean those things. I mean having respect for the art in itself. That I mean, not everybody can be a Hero-Enlow, folks. Not everybody can be a Chris Whitlock or something like that. Not everybody can be a professional carver. But the main thing is have respect. I get pictures all the time from people who send me carvings. Some of them are excellent. Some of them need great improvement. But I try to compliment and say good job on everything I see because of one thing. If you know, you can destroy another carver's spirit, you know, and they're doing the best they can. Maybe they're not doing everything just right, but don't do that. Understand that it's not just about you. It's not just about, you know, I guess if we went to a carving show and everybody did the same carvings and did the same beautiful stuff, it would probably be boring because it was no challenge, see. But when you see the guy that whittles over here and does little figures or something like that, and the guy over here that does intricate birds and stuff like that, I've been to enough carving shows to just enjoy that. And you compliment even the guy that doesn't, you know, maybe he's just learning. Maybe he doesn't have the talent. Maybe, I don't know. What I'm saying is he's enjoying the craft. He's enjoying the hobby. So for goodness sakes, compliment him on what a good job he's doing. Okay, this axe is just about done. Okay, it's just about done, just about through. Look at that. in which case we're probably going to cut it in half, and I'll join it into the arms. There are some people that, okay, I do this I do this separate, and then I just glue it into the arms. In other words, some people say, well, if you don't do it on the figure, well, that's not right, and all that stuff. So you know, just all ignore that kind of stuff. Let's just ignore it, and let's just enjoy the wonderful world of wood carving. Okay, figure. Now let's go ahead, and on this side we can go ahead and finish this hand over here. Okay, let me get my pencil. We're just going to go ahead and do the thumb here. We'll go ahead and just carve the thumb. So I'm going to just make a cut and then come behind it like this. That will be our thumb here. Alright, then I'm going to take my V tool and I'm going to make the hands, make the fingers. There we go. Look at that. There we are. Alright, now what I'm going to do is, my time is about up anyway, is I'm going to go out and I'm going to drill a hole in my hand here. Okay, I'm going to drill a hole in my hand with my little Dremel tool, and then I'm going to insert this axe through it. Okay, alright. We'll see you in a little while.